Henry McClure Live. So I'm going to have to start changing the names to protect the guilty. Hello, Wilson. See, Charlie Wilson, he's a friend to a lot of my friends due to his ability to keep a secret. Something that I don't have the ability. Charlie Wilson. So yeah, my stories are, you know, I like that one show. The names have been changed to protect the innocent. I guess maybe you could be innocent depending on your point of view. Good morning, Henry McClure. Just got out of the Y. Just rented a little locker. Ran into a guy. I ran into a guy that I sold a car to back in when I was in high school or college or something. I bought this Volkswagen, and anyway, I was going through Volkswagens there for a while. I had a Volkswagen thing for a while. And this guy actually used to be a principal at Wanamaker. And it's funny, we got just how things were talking. He goes, hey, all right, now you're in my area. At the Y I was shaving, you know. And God, what a character. McClure, he goes, yeah, the Volkswagen. Anyway, another Henry McClure story. All right, let's see if we can get a morning call going. Some of my stories are more fun for me than they are for you.
Hey, what are you doing?
Hey, good morning. You're live on the Henry McClure Show. This is the morning call. Just wanted to know, and you're so I've decided from now on my show, we got to change the names to protect the guilty. No, seriously. This one guy goes, well, I've looked at some of your YouTube videos and I'm questioning your mental stability. I go, well, hadn't that always been a question? It was like the time I asked Carl Meniger if he was crazy. Well, he goes, yeah, of course I am.
Everybody's crazy.
Yeah, did I ever tell you about the E.F. Hutton moment I had with Carl Meniger at the Topeka Country Club?
I don't think so.
So I'm just like this little, you know, me, Henry McClure, and I walk up to him. It's, you know, it's back when everybody dressed to go to the country club. My mom told me the story. And she goes, you walked right up to him in the middle of the dining room at the Topeka Country Club and said, Dr. Carl, are you crazy? And everybody like stopped. And he goes, well, Henry, of course I am. And when he laughed, and then everybody like, oh.
You might tell your listeners who Dr. Carl was.
Dr. Carl Meniger was the first guy to get the people out of the chains. He was the, there was somebody had a great name for him, what he was to mental health. But between his dad and his brother, I mean, they were the trendsetters for mental health. They were the guys that got the crazy people out of chains.
Yeah, he had a new way of treating mental illness.
Yeah.
Much more humane.
Yes. I mean,
much more understanding.
Yeah, and I can relate to crazy. I mean,
and much more effective.
Yes. You know, I love crazy.
You know, the Topeka VA, he did a lot of work with them, and it became kind of the epicenter for, at the time, at the period, for mental health treatment for the veterans here in Topeka. So we had people all over coming to the VA, and we also had people from all over the United States, celebrities.
Yeah, you know, Gene Tierney was an outpatient and changed my diapers. Mom used to have coffee with her.
Yeah. So
I've been diddled by the best.
Yeah, I didn't see it leave Topeka. That's how things are these days.
Well, the demise of mcres is actually would make for a good story.
Yes.
And some people say that one guy was actually single-handedly responsible for that happening by them tearing down a certain amount of buildings to where they wouldn't qualify to be like the facility that they were.
Yeah.
And what's under the fingernails of that deal I think someday will haunt Topeka.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
And I think that that real estate is some of the most underutilized real estate in the state of Kansas.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a beautiful setting.
The original building there on the hill it's a replica of Independence Hall. It's a historical building.
Yeah. Yes.
And it's haunted.
I didn't know that it was a replica, but I've always, when I've seen it, it's impressive.
I had one of those paranormal experiences there. And actually, I met Dr. Carl's daughter, and I was telling her the story, and he goes, "Oh, yeah, you met our ghost." Her name, I think, is Rosemary, and she's an art teacher. In fact, her artwork right now is on display at the Classic Bean.
Wow.
Yeah, I ran into her the other day, and this lovely lady just walked in. I could just feel her positive energy, and I just stood up and started talking to her, and in Henry McClure fashion, made a new friend.
Great.
So, hey, are you watching any stocks today?
Not really. I've got several phone calls here I need to make.
All right. Well, I won't take any more of your time. I appreciate you making time to be on the morning call.
Hey, how many people are listening in?
Well, right now, it doesn't show that I have any viewers, but the other day, actually, I had 2 people viewing, and they didn't show up. So we could have some viewers. This went out on my Twitter feed, which I'm over 11,000 viewers now on Twitter. And so a link goes out. So we actually could have 0 people watching, but this is archived out on YouTube for later on.
Okay.
So, I mean, are you worried about like what I got to kick up for as far as advertising or?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, Mr. C, the names have been changed here to protect the guilty.
Very good.
Oh man, I ran into a guy today at the Y that I sold him a vehicle when I was in high school.
You sold the vehicle?
A Volkswagen. And he said the battery blew up on him about 3 years after he bought it. He wasn't blaming me.
Well, this should go out to the public. Never buy a used vehicle.
Well, here's another thing. I actually had this old truck, and I sold it to my barber, and 3 days later it blew up. I had to change barbers.
Absolutely.
I'm not going into that guy anymore.
And then you sold your old SUV to that Haitian area. Where was he?
Yeah, I think he was taking it to Haiti. Hey, and I actually lowered the price because I didn't want him to put a voodoo curse on me. Hey, Charlie Wilson, see, here's your voice.
Oh, Charlie Wilson.
Oh, Wilson.
Charlie Wilson.
He's definitely a friend of my viewers because he holds all the secrets. Oh, if Charlie Wilson could talk, the tales he'd tell. There's a time.
There's always Charlie, if you have anything to say with me.
There was a time we were driving home from a golf outing, and he's in the front seat belted in, and I should have not been driving the car that day. That would not have looked good getting pulled over that day.
Right.
Statute of limitations. All right, I gotta finish up some stuff for Taggart today, and I got a proposal I'm working on for another client. That'll be a big deal.
Okay, are you working on my deal? 8th and Jackson?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
We're taking that deal to Vegas, to the shopping center convention, and I'm going to fully engage Matt Pavarnak and crew, Molly, down at Go to Pica, which, man, I'm really proud to be working with them. And I want to, it's kind of funny in business. Sometimes, we got to look out for ourselves. We got to pay the bills. But, sometimes when you just hold your nose and not worry about money, good things happen.
Now, I have a letter at my desk today from the city of Topeka.
Regarding Nathan Jackson?
No, well, they want to establish a business improvement district. And it's going to be $1 extra per night per hotel room.
Yeah, that is interesting. That is just to maintain all the stuff that they did downtown.
Well, no, this is to fund the plaza.
Well, right. I mean, the hoteliers, the hoteliers really need to, I'd like to get a copy of that because they really need to focus on what butters the bread around here, and that's the mall and the retail in the Wanamaker corridor. Think how much real estate taxes and sales tax is generated, and what they're trying to create a market. You know what I mean? Downtown.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, do you have to sign off on it?
Well, I'm not sure it's a viable tax in that we'll have to look into this. I don't know if it can be levied in this fashion. Because
well, then you got to help me. You got to help me with my economic development TIF district that I'm trying to create.
I believe the only tax you can levy on sleeping rooms for transient guests is the transient guest tax. So we'll just have to look into this methodology. They're going to create a business improvement district. So, hey, I got another call. I got to wrap.
All right. Hey, thanks for being on the morning call.
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay. I got to head over to the county. I got to get another mount for my camera because the close-ups are too close. You're seeing too much of Henry McClure. Enjoy your day.